he was a good dad. Education was important to him. He had my brother and I both strive as hard as we could, but enjoy life at the same time. My dad, I guess I could say my dad really enjoyed life. He lived it to its fullest. He was a very positive person. He always looked at the bright side of things. He didn't, he tried not to focus on the negative. He could always find the positive in anything. I saw him on Monday evening after work as he watched my dog while I was at work. My dad was an animal lover, so he loved having my dog around. And I went to go pick her up. I took him on an errand. That was the last time I saw my dad. I got a phone call that he didn't make it to an appointment. I went to go check up on him. I called the apartment complex just in case he was in distress, because it wasn't like him to miss an appointment. They called me a couple minutes later and said he had passed away. I got there and the police were there. The fire department was leaving, and a friend of mine went with me. They wouldn't let me in the apartment. My friend actually forced his way through to say, this is his daughter. She has the right to be in there, and they finally let me in. He went in first, and then he told me, you need to get in here and see this. And that's when I found the apartment the way it was, with this hole in the ceiling, and my dad was passed away on the bed. My friend had covered him up so I didn't have to see him. But there was debris everywhere, all over the floor. There was a bucket of water from a leak, and his bed had been moved, which I don't know how that got moved, but he had passed away on the bed.
It almost looked like a bomb went off. But what happened is, once you realize what happened, water got into the ceiling over a long period of time and collapsed this entire ceiling. And it weighed a lot, and it apparently fell on her dad. And he died of a bleed in his brain. There's a lot of people renting now, a lot of people renting. And landlords have to be careful to maintain their premises, because if a landlord doesn't maintain his premises in a safe condition, this kind of tragedy can happen. So the goal of the lawsuit is to bring justice for Danielle for the loss of her father, but it's also, I think, serves as a notice to other landlords to please maintain your property in a safe condition, because if you don't, tragedy like this can happen.